Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're at Mugello in the brand new Audi GT3 car for another track guide. I did this lap with the fixed setup and a track temp of 32 degrees. Before we get into the guide, I'd like to ask you all to subscribe to my channel, and if you have any suggestions on how to make these videos better, please leave it in the comments. First I'll show the guided lap, then I'll do the hot laps. With no further delay, let's get into it. For turn 1 I brake just before the 100 meter board and turn in for a late apex. I troll the brake to the inside and use the second gear. I shift a second late to get the extra rotation while still keeping the rear stable. On the exit I slowly come back onto the throttle so the TC doesn't engage too much, and I keep the car tight to the right to prepare for the next corners. For the first chicane I troll brake just after the curb on the right and avoid the yellow sausage curbs on the inside. And for the right hander I troll brake slightly, holding the car in third gear and avoiding the sausage curbs again, trying to get a late apex for a good exit. I get back on throttle just before the inside curbs, and you get a 1x on the exit if you touch to the gravel, which is very easy to do. For the second chicane I brake at the 50 meter board. My peak brake pressure is around 60% and I trail off very quickly. I get back on throttle at the sausage curb and try to keep the car over to the left. For the right I only lift slightly, which can unsettle the car, so be careful. I avoid the sausage curb on the inside and the track limit on the exit is the gravel again. For this next chicane I brake at the marshal post on the left, shift to third gear and cut all of the inside curb. I get back on throttle at the end of the curb on the inside, then for the left I shift to fourth gear and lift to around 50% throttle. The track limit on the exit is the curb again, and you can use all of the AstroTurf on the inside. For this long right hander I lift at the start of the curb on the left and get back on throttle just before the end of the curb. You need to be smooth with the steering here to keep the car stable, and the track limit is the gravel once again on the exit. For the next right I start as far left as possible to open up the corner and lift in fourth gear as I turn in. Use all of the AstroTurf on the inside and come back on throttle slowly to keep the car stable for the exit. Here I brake just after the tarmac on the left. My peak brake pressure is around 60% and I troll brake to the apex. I use second gear and keep the car tight to the right to set up for the second part of the chicane. The curb on the right can hit your tyres and give you some extra rotation if you need it. Then I shift to third gear and lift for the left hander, avoiding both sausage curbs, and the track limit is the gravel again on the exit. This corner is very interesting as there are two lines you can take. You can take a very late apex as I do here, which gives you a very good exit, or you can take a tighter line almost like a double apex. What is shown in the video is slightly more risky as it leaves the inside open for dive bombs. I brake just before the 50 meter board and use second gear. I take a very late apex and get back on throttle when I see the orange marker on the barrier here. It doesn't matter where you come out of this corner as the next chicane is easily flat, so make sure you use all of the track on the exit. Here you just need to be smooth with the steering and cut both curbs and it should be fine. On more worn tyres you may need to lift slightly to keep the car stable and not lose it. For the final corner I use the curb on the entry and brake at the 100 meter board. My peak brake pressure is around 50% and I use third gear. I troll brake very far into the corner to take a late apex and get a good run onto the main straight. I get back on throttle gradually where the track tightens up to avoid the TC engaging too much. The track limit on the exit is the red and green curb here. So that was a lap of Mugello. If you did find this guide helpful, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I'll now leave you with the hot laps to the end of the video.